Hey, I wanted to do a video about the current situation at Penn State ever since, they first announced it. But it has just made me so angry. I didn't think that I could get through a video without just having it be a ranting cuss fest. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm a human being, but I'm also a mother, and I'm a mother of a son. And any three of those would make you completely furious at this particular school. I don't know how you know that these things are going on and just don't say anything about it, or say very little about it, and see that nothing gets done and nothing changes, and that this person is continuing to abuse people. And to me, I think that if you see something wrong, if you see that someone's behavior is wrong or illegal or harmful, and you don't say anything about it, you're just as guilty as the person who did it. And I don't feel ashamed for feeling that way. I think that that's the truth. In almost everything, but especially when it comes to people who harm children. I think there's a special place in hell for that. And I'm not a judgmental person. I think that, you can hang from the ceiling covered with Crisco if that's your thing, as long as everyone is of age and willing. Have a big time. But when you start thinking about doing strange things with children, it's time for you to go away. And it's time for other people, if they see it, to make you go away. And I don't know how you can be a student in Penn State and be very concerned about your football team and not concerned about these boys. Who knows how many there are? 8, 9, 19. Who knows? And how do you sit there and go, oh, I'm so worried about my coach and my football team? How do you do that? I'm curious. Somebody answer me in the comments, because I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you even went to that game, realizing that this particular program was so important that they sacrificed the lives and the well-being of children to save it. And there you are, supporting it. I don't know how you do that. I don't know. And I don't know how you have a town that lobbied hard to make sure they don't have to produce public records like every other town does. You go to the police department, you can demand a police report of an incident that happened. I know that McQuarrie is now saying that, he did talk to the police, but we can't find that out because they lobbied in Pennsylvania to make sure that little Happy Valley, little Penn State, does not have to produce any public records. And they said at the time it was because compliance would be too expensive. But now when you look back on it, it seems like maybe they were trying to keep something quiet. Do you think? And how many people were involved in that? How many people of the trustees were involved in it on the board? I think that the only way that I just don't think Penn State's going to survive. And I know that sounds really fatalistic, but it's not. It will crumble under the weight of civil lawsuits. And this guy, Sandusky, keeps getting on TV and talking about how, oh yeah, I showered with him and I rolled around on the floor and I touched him kind of, but I'm not really guilty. Dude, you're not helping yourself, and you're frankly making my stomach turn, so just shut up and go away. See, I still can't get through it without being angry. This is such an angry subject. And I don't know how people can just brush it aside, and I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it just takes a different kind of person than I am to do that. But I think Penn State has got to figure out how to just close. I don't know how, unless they completely clean house of anybody who's been there, because they all have the smell of pedophilia attached to them, and they need to go. Like the guy who's the current athletic director has been there since 1972 as a student, and then continued on. He got his medical degree, and he's an orthopedic surgeon, so he had a great deal of, because he specialized in sports medicine, so he had a great deal of contact with the coaches there. I find it very difficult to believe that these people didn't know something had happened, and this guy is still around, and they're okay with that, and they're all okay with that, and it just has to stop. I think they all have to go away, or Penn State's just going to crumble. And that's my opinion, and it may not be that popular. I think it is more popular than most people think. And I'm really kind of tired of talking about it. All right. That's all I got right now.